Anyone but you move. The film starts with a young woman named B entering a coffee shop, asking the barista if she can go pee, but she is told that the bathroom is for customers only. A nearby customer, Ben, sees this and pretends that B is his wife and that he is buying something for her to help her out. B is charmed by him and goes into the bathroom where she accidentally wets her pants because of the sink, so she spends time trying to dry herself before coming out. Before she leaves, Ben calls out to her because she has a toilet seat cover stuck to her shoe, but she thinks he is going to ask her out, so he saves face by doing so. Ben and B spend the day together, hitting it off before going back to his apartment where they share a grilled cheese and sleep together. In the morning, B tries to quietly sneak out, but Ben sees her and feels disheartened. Ben's friend Pete shows up moments later and sees a wrench out, as it means Ben told B about his late mother, something he never does with a regular hookup. Meanwhile, B is calling her friend and saying that she might actually like Ben, but as she goes back, she overhears Ben telling Pete that she was a disaster and that he couldn't get rid of her fast enough, hurting B. 6 months later, Ben and Pete meet with Pete's sister Claudia and her girlfriend Hallie. Hallie introduces her younger sister, who happens to be B. Things quickly grow awkward as both friend groups have heard about their unpleasant encounter. Ben and B then proceed to bicker and hate each other. About a year later, Claudia and Hallie have gotten engaged and are having their wedding in Sydney, Australia. This means Ben and B have to see each other again. The group arrives and meets B and Hallie's parents, Leo and Annie, plus Pete and Claudia's mom Carol and their stepdad Roger. Leo and Annie expected B to get married first and finish her law school practices, unaware that she dropped out. They also bemoan the breakup between B and her ex-fiancé Jonathan, so they invited him to the wedding to get them back together. Ben and B join Claudia and Hallie on the beach, where Ben sees his ex, Pete, and Claudia's cousin Margaret. Claudia can see that Ben still has some lingering feelings for Margaret, but she is there with her new beau, Beau. The group gathers for a dinner party at night. Everything is fine at first until Ben and B start arguing, leading to them accidentally lighting a firework that hits a flower display, causing a fire that gets on Hallie's hair. Fearing that their childish behavior will ruin the wedding, Pete, Roger, Hallie, and Claudia all conspire to get Ben and B to hook up so that they can get it out of their systems and let the wedding go on without a hitch. The pair quickly catch on to the scheming and swim out to a boat they were asked to pull in, and they discuss their own scheme. Hoping to get her parents off her back with Jonathan, B suggests that she and Ben pretend they are actually falling for each other, which would keep Jonathan away and also get Margaret to notice Ben again. He agrees to go along with the plan. Ben and B start to act like they are into each other, beginning when they join their friends on a hike. They attempt to fondle each other, but nobody notices because they see a koala. They then find a spider in Ben's shorts, causing them to freak out and make Ben take all his clothes off in case there's more spiders on him. B ends up lending Ben her own shorts. Later, Ben bonds with Leo and Annie, showing Leo how to swim based on how his mom taught him. B thanks Ben for being honest with her dad. While Ben and B start to get along a little more, Ben spends time with Claudia, discussing how she dumped him, while B hangs out with Jonathan around the resort. The group later goes on a boat ride at night. Ben and B try to get everyone's attention again by doing the "I'm flying" scene from Titanic on the ship's bow. They manage to get people to notice, especially Margaret, but then B falls into the water, and Ben jumps in after her. They make it to a dinghy before the group notices them and calls for a rescue. While they are waiting, Ben and B have a heart-to-heart, and Ben apologizes for what she heard him say about her. As they are airlifted, Ben starts to show nerves, and B starts to sing Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield to him since she overheard him listening to it on the plane ride over, and he calls it his serenity song to calm him down while flying. Ben and B are brought back to their hotel, where Ben makes B a grilled cheese sandwich like when they first met. They then start to kiss and end up sleeping together, but Ben ends up leaving in the morning before he realizes B noticed him, leaving her saddened like he was. The day before the wedding, Ben and B end up coming clean about faking their relationship because they know the others were conspiring over them. BA's parents also find out she dropped out of law school. A commotion happens where the family dog knocks over the wedding cake and Claudia storms out. On the day of the wedding, Ben overhears Claudia and Hallie arguing, making it seem like they might call off the wedding after everything that's been going on. He goes to BA's room and suggests they keep up their good behavior for Claudia and Hallie's sake. Ben and B apologize to them, and the two get married successfully. During the reception, Margaret dances with Ben since she said Bo took off. B sees Margaret kiss Ben, so she leaves the party heartbroken. Ben realizes he no longer feels the same way about Margaret and learns from Claudia and Hallie that B went somewhere. Ben then calls for a helicopter ride because he knows where she went. Ben finds B outside the Sydney Opera House since she mentioned wanting to go there when they got stranded in the water. Ben explains what happened with Margaret and admits his true feelings to B, who reciprocates, and they kiss. The two go back to the reception and dance, where the DJ starts to play Unwritten with everyone singing to tease Ben. Later, Claudia and Hallie admit they faked their fight to get Ben and B to make up. Also, Margaret and Jonathan end up together. After a seemingly pleasant first date, a misunderstanding leads Ben and B to hating each other. Complicating things is them having to fly to Sydney, Australia for the wedding of BEA's sister Hallie and Ben's friend Claudia. Their friends plot to get them to hook up since Claudia and Hallie fear the two will ruin the wedding with their bickering. When they find that BEA's parents brought her ex-fiancé Jonathan to get them back together, along with Claudia's cousin Margaret who used to date Ben, the two decide to go along with everyone's desire for them to get together and pretend they are a couple so that BEA's parents can back off and Margaret will notice Ben again since he still likes her. Following some awkward attempts at getting the others to notice them, Ben and B begin to develop genuine feelings for one another, but another misunderstanding leads to them fighting again. Ben eventually realizes he doesn't feel the same about Margaret anymore, even after she tries to come onto him, so he finds B at the Sydney Opera House, where he admits his feelings. She feels the same, and they kiss.